between 12:12 and 1:24 p.m. on Monday, the 12th of September, 2022, are the 6th day hour of the 15th of the second month of 1444. I worked with the call of the 30 Aethyrs with the 15th Enochian Aethyr. In and out of the vision was a throbbing of color among rich squiggles with sparkling in between. 1. It was like the rock landed on a plain and became a temple. 2. Homes for the domestic animals were made under it, and beds were laid over it. Then people went off in their own tribes after finding freedom in accepting limits. The rock glowed red while they were there. A blocky being that bore the name of Yod is with abundance. In Eolite danced with its mudras, but not the Linga, Uttara, Bodhi, Ushas, or Mantagni Mudra. Instead, it was replaced, well, not replaced per se, but one of the mudras was with the hand like that. And we see the diagram that one point pointed somewhat west. And chants full of a divine name for each different sign. The people took part in the ritualized stories of their origins. Their relationship with the divine and created, and what they could choose to do with their power when they devoted the grass was burnt as incense, and the rock was anointed with scented powders and oils from many lands. I felt an assortment of sensual pleasures and saw a variety of psychedelic forms during the rites that denied the importance of secular existence. It seems to me that the beds for the women and the caves for the beasts of burden while the beast of nourishment were their own doing. It seems they fell away to a degree because of the sectarianism driving them away from each other. They did seem to have an undefiled wisdom while they were there. The Eolite and the Jasper are both as strangers to them, but a self-accepting, clear vision are a helpful guidance when used with understanding. And there's this Buddhist tantric system of 36 mudras, and that's what I meant here, is that it had them all except these 4. And they're not the interlaced finger ones per se, because this is more of a connecting and pointing different layers, but this one was the one that was there. And of course we have the name of Yod, which has the number value of 19, which is interesting enough. And yawn, 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 yawn is of abundance. Heavens which dwell in the 15th Aethyr, the author of dancing, turning into restricted existence, are, with names that apply, who as honest servants inspires proper dancing on the tablet of air. Authoritative in parts of the earth, and carry out the judgment of the highest. To you descend, behold the face of your deity, the source of comfort, whose eyes are like the brilliance of the heavens, which provided you for the government of the earth, and her ineffable variety, furnishing you a powerful understanding to dispose all things according to the divine intervention of him that rose the holy throne, and rose in the beginning, saying, the earth, let her be governed by its parts, and let there be division in her, let it be displeased with itself. The course of her let it run with the heavens, and like a handmaid let her serve them. One season let it confuse one another, and let there be no creatures on or in her the same. All her parts let them differ in their qualities, and let there be no one creature equal to another. The reasoning of mankind let them drive out and weed out one another, and the dwelling places their names. The work of man and his showiness to face buildings of him, let them become caves for the beasts of the field. Confuse the understanding of her with darkness. Why, it turns from me. I made mankind. One occasion let her be known, in another time with a stranger, because she is a slut's bed, and the residence of him that is fallen. Heavens, lift up the lower heavens underneath, and let them serve you. Govern governors, cast down such as fall. Bring forth with these that increase, destroy the rotten. No place let it remain in one number. Add and subtract until the stars be numbered. Move and appear before the covenant of his mouth, which he has vowed unto us in his justice. Open the mysteries of creation and make us partakers of undefiled knowledge. Mother Yax des Prath Oxo Kesta Hamdo Nuriabe Tastozo Miekaos Sanyer Kaos God Fifius Baus Yesras Yeda Don Kago Fulium Yekmaroyan Madiaud Fulyorm Saba O Aunakies Lovkathietya Spiriep Sol De Sabrasa Nun Kafnita Im Kaos Geod Tielem Adapahat Dambrus tu at non gimmickals umrasen of glomar biarriadoi go torsum lip yauraf go folkaus gatabard san your own curious dios your poil diobol buffs dear tielum no one pedor spa udurum neslina use up tielum pange pierip sax Ota cabrolas buapias lania bum of hosiemp or curious dios agtol torn mircatio ton pam ben dios moaspian or curious dios aglatol torn paracasiemp cordies do paul fifth balls la samnad would forget Panzamawas Kunyas Bra Urava Voxton Vungorska Tomnoas Metangis Livieth Mong Vankeump Tielemors Bagli Moah Ol cordies la capiam mao yexam maxia porca cocasum gosa bagrin piarianta babylon nod forget tilog vovium madringax dorsum anringax orocabo arpetabau reperiazar tabas adrapan corstado vix Yol Cambriaze Arco as your old masum cutting ripper pox sagacor pradzar cacring vi cormput torzum zakaro zamranas putsabsteb mona des severzastia baltan uru kick Zazma Plaple Yanman. What do you feel? What do you see? What do you otherwise sense in a material, psychological, or spiritual sense? What is your interpretation of the ritual here? And what is your experience thereof? What is your interpretation of the vision that I had that Monday? And what is your experience in that area? I'm feeling quite tingly and things are sparkly a bit again. throbbingly pleasant. Now, there's a chant that after that, later in that week, was then fully known. And that chant, which I've posted over a tower card, the initial uses of it, of course, I was using a clear night. You could see the dirt. You could see the moon in the sky, to give some context to the whole thing. And there was, like I was twisting colored wires, like one color per wire, some sort of rainbowy sort of thing, but not, it wasn't arranged as a rainbow. And in the second operation, it was like there was a big black hand, and not really black hand, more like a void hand, because there were stars and there was darkness and all sorts of other stuff. But this was something that was like a void in that, and it moved and it like cast some sort of direction, sort of thing. But it cast its direction, thousands of miles away from me. I got the impression.